location, Las Vegas, the home base hub of IMC, founded by AZD. That's the tattooed, bald Persian guy that you see in all the clips and everything. That's what. Dang, he's going live on TikTok right now, actually. So I'm live, he's live. So I'm gonna jump on his live, actually. But I'll just give you this message because we're going live. So I'll go live for like 2, 3 minutes just to get the message out, and then I'll join his live. So Christmas Eve, we're in Las Vegas. AZD, that's what these accounts are growing off of. It's this guy that's mega player, super player, really, really good. And the player, the game, it's not what you think it is. It's not tricks, it's not gambits, it's not one-liners, it's not jokes, it's not drugs, it's not showering money. It's understanding psychology and art and how to display yourself in a way that's attractive and aesthetic. And a lot of guys will deny it when you're not seeing it, we're not around it. But put a girl between me and you, put a girl between you and AZD, and see how the girl reacts. That's the thing you can't deny. Like a girl could be all loyal and everything to her guy, but it'll be undeniable when she's attracted to you. And that's the biology. And people make, you hear it in sales, they make decisions emotionally. It's the same thing in relationships. She makes decisions emotionally. So it's kind of going off of on a wayward direction than what I was going to talk about. It's Xmas Eve, and we're around a team of guys that don't say, "Oh, it's Christmas, oh, family celebrations." Like, talk to your family earlier in the day, have dinner with whatever your father's family, really, or if you have a family, that's fine. We have a guy that has kids, and obviously, kid mom or whatever that lives in the base. There's lots of guys in IMC that have kids, but like a guy, I live with a guy who's a dad, right, and he continues with his dad duties, but honing your skills in the game is so vital for all areas of life to be able to communicate and understand the psychology of everybody that you're dealing with. Because that's the thing, it's a rabbit hole and it's an uncomfortable truth that people don't want to go down. But basically, everything, all your ambitions and your frustrations, you could boil it down to a woman. You're trying to make a lot of money, woman. You're trying to be prestigious or famous, woman. You have frustrations in life. I'll bet it has to do with a woman, or it has to do with money financing in some way that deals with a woman because you got to pay child support, or you're trying to get a girl. And that's the same thing as bin number one that I said, like get rich and famous so that you could get a girl. And the thing is, you don't want to wait until you're famous to get the girl because she's just going to take it. She's going to take your fame. You're going to elevate her and she's going to crash you after. And you don't have to look very far to see 100% of cases are like that. So even on Christmas Eve, we got a team of brothers that know how to be around each other, that know etiquette, that are all ambitious in their own ways, but know how to get along with each other. That's the thing. It's already a rare breed to find a guy that's like ambitious and about his shit. It's another thing. It's also rare to find a group of guys that are comrades. It's extremely rare to find a group of comrades that are ambitious in life. You know what I'm saying? And then actually demonstrate the capability to do that, to enhance your abilities to communicate, to relate to people, to overcome your own ego blockages, which happens. That people think that they've healed or that they're good, they're strong, but they're not in the game. And I tell you, you don't even know if you're strong until you have a woman, let alone two or more women. You're just untested. And until you get into, real money making about yourself, like you got to be an entrepreneur for yourself. And until you're doing that, it's going to be similar kinds of triggers that it has in your body and your nervous system when you have to convince people, or when you're really about your product and you're not just a cog in a machine, like hired 9 to 5. Like when your energy input becomes what you get out of it, much, much more. Like you still have to put in energy if you have a regular job, but it's not like you do more, you get paid more. You do worse, you get paid less. Like eventually you get fired or eventually get a promotion or something like that. But if you're not directly in that connection of sales, it's very similar to not being in connection with the game, because you're selling your character as a man to the people around you, let alone women. Like we're going to go to the club tonight, but we're going to have great interactions with staff, with the managers, with each other. And for the most part, we're going to have great, like we just focus on the vibrations among the team, and the girls come around. And when they come around, they settle. It's a different world that we live in. And that's not because of the money and the looks and everything. That's been built over time. It has to do with character and how we communicate with each other. We got another new guy that's at the base right now. And then a kind of a semi-new guy. He's a new guy, but he's at a high level because he really committed. So he's around. He's been around like 6, 7 times. So he's not brand new. But another new guy just left. So we see a lot of outside references. I mean, hundreds of guys I've had come and live with us for a few days to up to a few months. How large of a sample size do you need to get a measure on men? Plus, I've communicated with thousands of guys over the years, intimately, conversations that they don't even have with anybody else about their relationships or whatever. Like, Not to mention, besides I'm a PhD researcher of something else, unrelated field, but at that level of research, I research all the books, everything that's relevant and that's been prescribed by AZD, who's the top player on earth. So I've read all the books, all the surveys. I've surveyed myself firsthand, thousands of guys, and I've lived with hundreds of guys that have come through and seen how the process fits with them, how they go out and game, how they interact with people, how they interact with the teacher, AZD. Your relationship to teacher is going to be very related to how the woman relates to you. If you don't have reverence or respect for the teacher, there's no way the girl is going to have reverence or respect for you. You just are not in that lineage of behavior. You got to change how you act. This is very Eastern. We're very Eastern tradition, even though we're very much in the West and in Western sciences and neurology and psychology and all sorts of things that only exist, that they were invented by the West. It's a hybridization, but it's grounded in the game, actual successful, fulfilling relationships. Just before this, a guy calls me who's having all kinds of trouble getting on the programs. But his woman, who had a kid with, cheated on him, and now she wants to come back. And he's like, "What would you say to her?" Bro, even if I give you what to say, you're not going to have the spine to back it up, let alone the philosophy to back it up. She may even accept what you say to her. I tell him, I'm like, delete every guy from your phone. Every guy on Instagram, delete them, show me, block them, send them a text before you delete them, and say, never ever communicate with me again, and block those motherfuckers. And if she's not willing to do that, never accept a girl that cheated on you back, ever. She's just going to cheat on you again. But he doesn't have the philosophy and the structure. And he's one of those guys that thinks he's good at it. Had two girlfriends for some time, whatever, to whatever natural ability, never studied this stuff. But that's the problem. The guy who has any level of success, that's why the married guy doesn't want to study this stuff. Bro, I'm not trying to make you get a second girlfriend. I'm trying to make you fulfilled in your fucking relationship. I know how dry it is because I look at your Instagram, I communicate with you, and I've even been on the phone with you, and you are dry, boring, difficult to talk to. I know what pretty girls like to some degree, to the degree that I know, and she would hate talking to you. You're boring. She would just use you for your money. Newsflash. So if you want to actually have a real relationship, you need to learn psychology, this type of psychology. If you go to school to learn psychology, it's going to make you worse and dumber with women. Just look at the psychologists. They suck. They have some of the highest suicide rates of their kids. Obviously, they're not good at it. Okay? So we're going out, we're honing our devices. I interacted with my girl today. I interacted with my family today. I talked to new girls today. I did everything. I don't even need to go out. But we're gonna go out and we're gonna kill it. We're gonna have a great time. And it's gonna build relationships that just accumulate. Go to the same venues, same city, same guys around, new guys come in, some old guys leave, but it's the same center. And I'm not leaving, and AZD's not leaving. He's the founder of the movement. So the core nucleus is there. And it just keeps going, man. It snowballs. So get involved. That's my Xmas Eve announcement. Guys, if you don't have anybody to go out with, I don't know, try to get out of the house. If you can't get out of the house, then man, watch something that inspires you. Get involved in the newsletter. Watch AZD content. He's live right now on TikTok, actually. I gotta go. I forgot about that. What about approach anxiety? You got completely wrong. It's the same thing I would say about that guy that asked about his relationships. Like you have a completely different philosophy. Approach anxiety is not a variable here. And yet it's felt, it's experienced, but you're seeing the situation differently than we would see the situation. So you're looking up to the girl, you're nervous, you're chasing the pussy, things like that. You can't be rejected if you don't step out of your lane. So you're walking around without sovereignty, and so then there's anxiety, right? If you walk around with sovereignty, comfortable in your space, there is no anxiety. And you and everybody has tried to teach you that you need to rush, 3 second rule approach, this and that, make things happen. So when you're trying to make things happen, of course there's an anxiety. If you're not trying to make things happen, there's no anxiety. But are you comfortable not trying to make things happen? Whose opinion matters to you? So you got to get involved in the $47 class, bro. Fuck that 180 that you have left over for to live on a month. Live on $0 for the rest of the month. Just go dumpster diving for food. Borrow the money. It'll save your life, bro. You got a long way to go. You got to start. Oh, it's everybody. Salute. Be the best. Fuck the rest. IMC Nation.